If you haven't seen my disturbing movies video, then please check it out in the link in the description down below. As far as I can tell, the video is not doing really well, and also there seems to be an issue in regards to subscribers not receiving the video in their subscription feeds. So please check it out if you haven't, and with that being said, on to the video. Today, I want to talk about a small YouTube channel that started uploading content from 2011 to 2014. This channel is called Splashdream15. Originally titled Splashdream14, Splashdream15 uploaded a series that would end up becoming an instant success in terms of getting notoriety within the Vocaloid/MMD community. On January 14th, 2012, Splashdream15 uploaded the first episode of Welcome to Vocaloid, an MMD series revolving around Hatsune Miku and her friends. As per usual, this is just your titular Vocaloid fanfic, but unlike most series, this had a pretty huge following. Each episode racks up over 100k views, so there was a consistent viewership amongst fans of the channel. I stumbled across Splashdream15's channel when I was in my huge Vocaloid phase. Seeing MMD videos was all I needed to feed my Vocaloid addiction, and it just so happened that I ended up coming across Welcome to Vocaloid, and I instantly fell in love with it. Looking back in retrospect, the animation as well as the writing doesn't hold up, and honestly, there is some charm to the show that makes me appreciate it given the fact that, again, this was made by one person. Each character in this show, and I mean every character because there's just so many goddamn Vocaloids that's just really hard for me to follow. They have their own unique personalities, story arcs, relationships, and even character arcs. Even though there's no voice acting and most of the dialogue is done through subtitles, the show does a really good job at illustrating what these characters could sound like thanks to how well done each character is represented. For example, every time Kagamine Len pops in, I end up hearing the voice of Sunahara from Clannad, and that's all through the character's animation and personality alone. Relationships feel natural and not forced like most fanfic pieces. Characters gradually change and the story progresses really well and 10 times better than most anime I've seen, to be honest. And this is all done by one person. Again, it's impressive how one person can make this entire series. Although again, I will say this, the animation and the dialogue do hold its weight as making it very outdated. The series lasted for 9 episodes, with a 10th episode already being developed. Unfortunately, that never saw the light of day. In 2014, the channel mysteriously became inactive. Episode 9 of Welcome to Vocaloid was released, but no new episodes ever came about as of 2022. So, what happened? Well, let's take a deeper dive into Splashdream15 and see what we could find. With such a huge following, why hasn't there been any updates from Splashdream15? This caused a lot of speculation on what could have been in the case of her sudden disappearance. Let's break down some of the theories that many of the fans have came up. Let's start out with the obvious reason for inactivity. College. It's common for YouTubers to stop producing content for their channel after finding a full-time job, or in this case, going to school. But it's been 6 years since this channel was abandoned, and sure, college can be long for most people, but it just seems a bit too long for a hiatus in my opinion. The second theory, copyright strikes. YouTube is a place to broadcast yourself. Well, that was if you made content back in the late 2000s or early 2010s. Ever since YouTube's guidelines have been very strict, it became impossible to make fan animations of your favorite characters. Welcome to Vocaloid was definitely a contender to that issue, as the show not only featured Vocaloid characters, but other characters from various anime and video games. Not to mention, the show also contained copyrighted music. Episode 9 of Welcome to Vocaloid faced this devastating loss and was claimed by Victor Entertainment Inc. But at the time of this video's recording, Welcome to Vocaloid Episode 9 was made public again on Splashdream15's channel. A third theory, and one a majority of people seem to satirize without any hard evidence, is that she's dead. Take it as a grain of salt, but I can debunk this claim. A user by the name of Okaruda claims that she is a Facebook friend of Splashdream15 and states that her computer, which contained her MMD application, was broken, causing her to pull production to Welcome to Vocaloid. This was the only recent news I could stumble across, and this comment was made around 2016 or 2017, so yeah, Splashdream15 is very much alive and well, but now that raises even more questions. If she's still around, why hasn't she made any appearances online? After all, Splashdream15 wasn't the first channel or account she made to address her whereabouts. Even if she had no access to a computer to her internet activity, she could comment before, and she could have access to them through her iPhone, which I found through her video titled, "Hey guys, I'm still alive." I did all I could to find alternative accounts all over the internet to see if she possibly made one, to no avail. In relation to other accounts, she also has a DeviantArt page, but it's no longer active. I remember seeing an Instagram account that belonged to Splash, but after typing her name on the site, I can no longer find it. And then, I stumbled across an account that came from a place that I didn't even expect to look into, and that was on Steam. When I first started this investigation, I looked far and wide all over the internet, and when I came across Steam, I came across an account that was almost eerily similar to Splashdream15. The reason why I say that is because of the list of games the user plays, the most notable being multiple Danganronpa games, as Splashdream's profile pic on YouTube is that of the character of Junko Enoshima. The last time I checked, the account was very much active and the user was currently online during the time of my research. So by hindsight, here's what we know so far. Splashdream15 is very much alive and well. Her channel was ultimately abandoned after her computer was destroyed, erasing all the animations she's worked on, one of them likely being the 10th episode of Welcome to Vocaloid. Every social media account linked to Splash has either been deleted or abandoned except for one Steam account that could be hers due to the heavy connections to the YouTube channel. Now, the reason why I'm leaving the account name out is the fact that I don't want viewers watching this video go over to that account and spam message this user, because let's face it, this is all done for research purposes and I do not intend to disturb this person if they are Splashdream15 or not. Welcome to Vocaloid may be just someone's Vocaloid fanfiction come to life, but it sure did leave some impact within the Vocaloid community. There's fan art for certain characters from the show, some ships even being fan favorites like Miku and Del. And if you look up some of the songs used for the OPs and EDs for Welcome to Vocaloid, 90% of all the comments are from viewers of Welcome to Vocaloid. I completely understand the choice of wanting to move on from a YouTube channel, even if it has a huge following even to this very day. But I really want to see some clarification to this story, because after all, while someone like me managed to fit the pieces to this puzzle, many others haven't, which is a shame, and that's why I made this video in the first place, to give some soft closure on the disappearance of Splashdream15, for those wondering where she's been and whether or not she's okay. And Splashdream15, if you're watching this video, I would love to do an interview with you to get a better understanding to your side of the story. My Twitter account is always available, so if you want to check it out, go over on Twitter at SpectroHeliotic.